Hi, this is a sound check just to make sure everything is all clear. This video is going to contain tying my shoelace as we're starting a video. Sound from my Bluetooth speaker, which I'm controlling through my computer, which is to my right. And then I have instruments in front of me. So I'm going to be switching between saxophone, clarinet, and flute today. Maybe trumpet I will get to as well. Because it seems that we're not going to be having lessons in person this week, just to be a little bit more cautious at school. And that's part of this pandemic. We never know when changes are going to come about. So if this sound is all good, I'm going to keep this, and you're also going to hear maybe some footsteps above me because I have a very active household today. And maybe even the laundry buzzer might go off for me to be notified that it's time to fold the laundry, which I will ignore while I'm recording for you today. So I'm going to get my glasses and then we'll get started with, we need your Standard of Excellence book, singular, and make sure it's, you're geared up with a pencil. I always have freshly sharpened pencils nearby. Here at home. School is another story. But make sure you have a pencil when you're practicing always, and your instrument and your reed is soaked. And if you're a saxophone player, make sure you have your neck strap adjusted so that it's in the proper playing position, not too high, not too low. So I'll do a little explanation on that as well. Okay, so we'll get started in a moment. Thank you. You are going to hear accompaniments through the Bluetooth speaker, and it should be around this volume when you're practicing.
Number 7, Band on Parade.
That's not my voice.
1, 2, ready, play.
So you want the volume so that you can hear it, but you can also hear yourself playing. So as you can hear, he will introduce the songs. The first time through, you're going to listen. And then the second time through, you can play along. A little bit like when you were learning recorder and Mr. Mello would put out the music in front of you. Part of it you listen only. And then the second time through, you play with the accompaniment. So we're going to give that a try. And I think the levels are good, and we'll get ready to go. Thank you. Hi. Okay, clarinet players, you've been doing great. A lot of you are doing great with sitting up straight. Good posture when you're playing, not leaning back. A couple of reminders about how the reed is lined up at the top of the mouthpiece, and making sure that you soak it before you play, meaning you have to put it in your mouth for about 2 minutes as you're setting up your instrument. And some of you have been a little bit not careful about the side keys, so remember those are always lined up straight. And your thumb should only be covering the thumb hole at this point. First finger wraps around to the front, and we've been working on these top 3 fingers for E, D, and C. The right hand thumb has to act like a shelf behind the instrument like this. And if you get a sore thumb at the beginning, that's kind of normal. You start to develop a callus, which means a hard piece of skin at the top of your thumb after you've played for a little bit of time. See, my thumbs are not deformed. It's just that I use the clarinet and I have a callus here from playing. You can also get a cushion called a thumb ease. Okay, so I'm going to go through what we do in our lessons. We usually warm up. We'll start with a tuning note, which is on page 6. Tuning note, concert B flat.
Let's tune to the note you learn on page 6, number 4, concert B flat.
So this is going to be your C. And you just tune to the note, make sure it sounds like an actual C. And you can tune, bring up your pitch if you have to. Just to make sure it's working okay. After you've done that, you can start with number 5. So let's go to number 5, mix them up. And these are all just sound checks to make sure our instrument's working properly.
Number 5, mix them up.
So first time listening.
1, 2, ready, play.
So that's an E for 4 beats. D for 4 beats. Then C. And then back to D. Now we're going to play along with it. Number 5.
1, 2, ready, play.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right hand doesn't do anything. All right, very good. You're probably asking, how do I have these soundtracks? Maybe you are. In the Google Classroom, there is a resource section, and it says, when players use these while you practice at home. So that's where I'm getting the soundtracks. If you need help getting to the classroom and the post to find these instrumental accompaniments, just post in the comments, okay? Or send me an email. All right, now we're moving on to half notes, number 11. When we go to half notes, we're making sure we count 2 beats on each note and not 4 like we've been doing with the whole notes. So here's number 11.
Number 11, half the price.
Listening first.
1, 2, ready, play.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, rest, rest. Still the same notes. D. Now we're going to C, 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 D. And now C is 4 beats, 2, 3, 4, off. All right, now we're going to play.
1, 2, ready, play.
Alright, so that was a combination of half notes and whole notes. You're doing great. Remember, you can pause this at any time if you want to just repeat something that I'm going through. I'm trying to get through up to the quarter notes, which is sort of where half of you left off last time we met. So quarter notes on page 8. We are going to start with number 15. It's important for number 15, anytime we're separating notes, essentially, to be using our tongue to separate the notes. That's why we call it tonguing, articulating. And we're not separating the notes by stopping the air. This is the incorrect way to play number 15. The reason that's incorrect is because I'm losing grip on the mouthpiece with my mouth, and I'm not pushing through the quarter notes with this one stream of air, like this. It comes with time and practice, and you might get a squeak. I'm trying to squeak, but it's not happening. There it is. So if you get that sound, that just means you're biting down too much on the top. And you just have to kind of even out equal pressure around the entire mouthpiece. Okay, 15, listening first time.
Number 15, a quarter's worth. 1, 2, ready, play.
Rest, 2, 3, 4. Each quarter rest gets 1 beat each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, moving on. Playing along with 15 now. Don't forget to breathe.
1, 2, ready, play.
Okay, you know what to do after that. 16, 17, 18, 19. If you get to 19, that means you've reached a new note, which is F. F is played with the thumb and nothing else. Your right hand thumb is still holding the instrument, and your left hand thumb plays the note F like this. If you get to number 21, we're doing the note G, getting it together. Open. G is nothing. It's just a matter of holding the instrument in your mouth and balancing it with your right hand. No fingers are pressed for G. Sometimes you can put down the right hand on the G just to kind of give it better grip. But in your book, it just tells you nothing. But that doesn't mean just drop your clarinet. Okay? All right, I'm going to send a video for any clarinet players who found this a little bit redundant and you're already moving ahead in the book. I will do the solo of Sawmill Creek next. Let me just get through the beginner uploads first, okay? Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you a little bit. Keep practicing. You're sounding great. And just remember, try to dedicate each time you practice at least 20 minutes, because it takes at least 5 minutes to get yourself set up, I imagine. And that's all. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.